Hi, my name is Swathi Jetley and I work in the social development sector. I'm also a proud homemaker, a mom, a pet mom, and a nature lover. I think a few years back, I purchased a few items from their website, so I knew that they existed. And one of my friends, a couple of years back, when I visited her home and I was very impressed with her garden, I asked her who had done it for her. So she, at that point in time, had told me that it was my dream garden. So when I was making my home, I knew that I needed to check out my dream garden. The initial communication, again, I picked up their number from their website and I called them, and they were extremely responsive. Immediately, they got back to me. In fact, they followed up with me instead of me following up with them, asking them when they can come and visit the site. So it was pretty smooth from the word go. Expert visit was interesting because at that point in time, I was just looking around for the possible options who we could engage. And, the civil work was still going on in the house. So it was very difficult to kind of visualize what eventually the garden could look like. So at that point in time itself, their experts, already gave us advice that you could do this, please avoid this, these are the plumbing requirements, etc. So it was good consultation session, I would say. I'm extremely impressed with the overall execution, right? So they took ownership of everything end to end, whether it is design or procuring stuff, actually coming and working, all the paraphernalia, everything was taken care of them by them. Uh, since it's a new house, we worked with a lot of vendors, and I can say, without doubt, that experience with them was by far the best, both in terms of timeliness, the quality, the responsiveness. Overall, we just had to kind of go along with what they said they needed to do, and I mean that's all that we did. So it was fantastic. Yeah, actually, I've always wanted a small garden where my pet could play around. We wanted a small veranda or pergola where we could de-stress in the evenings, be close to the nature. So yeah, I had some idea of what I wanted, but thanks to Dream Garden, that actually took shape. This is what they made for us, and this is already my favorite space in the house. Uh, they've really translated what we wanted beautifully. So they worked for us, not just the garden, made the garden from the scratch, but we actually got this set out space in the ground floor, and also we covered the veranda that we had upstairs as well. So they brought together the pergola, and what amazed me, as I said, was not just the quality but the timeliness. So they said they will take 10 days, and they took just 10 days to complete it. Yeah, I'm very happy with how everything turned out. We wanted, of course, we had some space, so we wanted good grass. So they kind of did it from the scratch, laid the soil and the grass on top of that. Since we also have a dog, we wanted a small dog, so we wanted a little bit of security. So we asked them to put a little bit of fencing, at an appropriate height. I was very clear that I wanted the outdoor to feel part of indoor. So I wanted set out space. So they made this beautiful pergola on the ground floor, and we also wanted to utilize the first floor veranda that we had. So they converted that into a gazebo, and which my husband says he's going to use as his office. So that's also beautiful. Other than that, we also sourced plants from them. So, whatever we wanted, yes, we can get for you. Yes, we can get for you, right? So there was never a no from their side. Yeah, so that was quite a bit of work that they took for us. Yeah, the other thing that was great about My Dream Garden is the staff that they have, right? Even the workers who actually till the soil and put everything together. They're extremely courteous, very non-intrusive, and very knowledgeable, right? They would come quietly do their work. You would never find them, idling around. So it was a pleasure to have them around. Our project specifically was managed by Harish, and he was great. I mean, whenever, whatever time you call him, he was there, and whatever ideas we had, he always said, yes, we'll do it for you. So overall, extremely professional team of people. And as I said earlier, one should learn what customer service means from them. I think my dream garden is extremely knowledgeable in the space that they are in, right? So they have good knowledge, not just about the garden, the soft-scaping, as you say, but also the civil work, the pergola, the gazebo. So if you really want, someone knowledgeable and capable, I think you should definitely approach my dream garden. Another thing is, I think they give you value for money. So when we started our project, we got proposals from 3 vendors, and my dream garden was, most reasonable. And not just reasonable, the proposal was more holistic in terms of what needed to be done. Really looking forward to, having, as I said, evening tea over here, just letting my hair down. And who doesn't love Bangalore rains? And what better way to enjoy it than sitting over here, sipping on tea or coffee with your family? I would say one word is difficult, but I would say they exemplify good customer service, and I would say customer care. They certainly are a benchmark of what customer service can be and should be. So overall, I'll say they are extremely responsive, they do what they say. I think everything went pretty well. As I said, you have very high standards, quality standards, as well as, responsiveness. Because as I said, I've worked with a whole lot of other vendors, but, you guys deliver what you commit. I think that's probably what sets you apart from others. So continue doing that. That's interesting. Typically the customer feedback survey says on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate us, right? So with Dream Garden, I would say, is there something over 10? That's my level of satisfaction, I would say, with my Dream Garden.